You're listening to the Cyberwire Network, powered by N2K.
Most of our listeners who deal with legacy privileged access management products know they tend to be expensive, difficult to deploy, and hard to use. Keeper Security is the answer. Keeper's Zero Trust solution delivers password, secrets, and connection management in one easy-to-use platform. It's fast to deploy, agentless, clientless, and has no implementation fees. Plus, Keeper is FedRAMP authorized. That's why we trust Keeper to prevent breaches and gain full control over privileged users. Visit keeper.io/cyberwire to schedule a quick demo. That's keeper.io/cyberwire. And thanks to Keeper Security for supporting our podcast.
The word is cloud computing. Spelled cloud as in a vast system of remote, digital, and sometimes virtual resources, and computing as in machines that store and process data. Definition: on-demand, pay-as-you-go, internet-delivered compute, storage, infrastructure, and security services that are partially managed by the cloud provider and partially managed by the customer. Example sentence: a fundamental concept behind cloud computing is that the location of the service and many of the details such as the hardware or operating system on which it's running are largely irrelevant to the user. Origin and context. From the very beginning of the computing era, say late 1950s and early 1960s, one of the principal research goals was always how to share compute resources with people and organizations that didn't have any. In 1955, one of the founding fathers of computer science, John McCarthy, devised the idea of time sharing by slicing CPU processing priority between jobs so fast that it appeared that the computer was working on several tasks simultaneously. By 1969, J.C.R. Licklider, one of the Internet's founding fathers, developed his vision called the Intergalactic Computer Network, and by the way, how great is that name? In which anyone on the globe can be interconnected by means of computers and can access information from anywhere and anytime. Soon after, IBM developed virtualization technology, giving them the ability to run and share several virtual operating systems from one very large mainframe. When the internet started to become a thing in the late 1980s, Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web as an information layer over the top of the internet in order to make the network useful to more people. The 1990s had us all enamored with blinking lights and early memes on the first web pages, but by 2002, Amazon launched the first inkling of what the cloud was going to be to help developers integrate with the Amazon e-commerce platform. By 2006, they had rolled out their first S3 bucket storage service and their beta compute engine. In 2005, Concur, the popular expenses service company, became the first organization to roll out a pure-play software-as-a-service offering. And the rest, as they say, is cloud computing history. Nerd reference. In 2017, the Computer History Museum's Oral History Project interviewed John McCarthy about his academic training, his early work at MIT and Dartmouth College, in which he helped organize the seminal first conference on artificial intelligence, and the mathematical underpinnings of the logical models he uses in explaining and understanding computer systems. He had this to say about time sharing.
All of the basic software for time sharing is in modern operating systems, whether they be Microsoft or Apple. For AI purposes, what one wants to be doing is sitting in a terminal at the computer and interacting with your intelligent program so that you can see what it does and make it better. Given the expense of computers, and also the fact that you spend most of your time sitting there thinking about what the computer has done, the obvious thing is time sharing, or at least it was obvious to me. In '57, when I came to MIT on this fellowship, I proposed a simple form of it.
And now a message from Black Cloak. What's the easiest way for threat actors to bypass your company's cyber defenses? Targeting your executives at home. That's because 87% of executives use personal devices to conduct business, often with zero security measures in place. Once execs leave your organization's secure network, they become easy targets for hijacking, credential theft, and reputational harm. Close the at-home security gap with Black Cloak Concierge Cybersecurity and Privacy. Award-winning 24/7, 365 protection for executives and their families. Learn more at blackcloak.io.